Zoe, cheesecake would have to be one of my favourite things in the whole world. And on top of that, blueberry cheesecake is even better. So
I like blueberry cheesecake.
I'm going to put some blueberries through the centre of it and actually make a blueberry sauce, which would be great. Now, this cheesecake is a set cheesecake, so I'm going to use some gelatin to set it. You might use agar or some other things,
or chia. They all work really well.
There we go. I'm just going to use some gelatin. Now, these are complete sheets when they're stuck together. I just cut them in half with a pair of scissors. I'm going to use 3 sheets of gelatin with this. And the way you use gelatin sheets is you pop them into a bowl of ice cold water. It just takes a couple of minutes there, and and they'll be nice and soft, and then we put them into a hot liquid, but we'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
The first thing we need to do, Zoe, is to make the crust, the base for the cheesecake. And what I'm going to use is some almonds. These have got the skin on, which I know you'll love. You can use blanched almonds or, whatever sort of nut you want, but almonds are delicious. 1/4 cup of unsalted butter. There we go.
No, it wouldn't be an Adrian recipe without it.
Well, just to compensate for that lack of salt, we're going to put a pinch of salt in there, because salt helps bring out the flavour of just about everything. And I've got some dates here.
I love this base. This is fantastic.
Now, with the dates, I use that for the moisture and actually just... I love the flavour of the dates, but I've made sure I've taken the pips out. And the trick is, when you're getting dates, make sure you buy big, juicy, plump ones like this, so it's all together. Now, that'll go in there like that. Zoe, I'll get you to put the lid on. This will make a hell of a noise, so we'll give it a whiz. It'll take about a minute or so to all come together, and it'll make a nice crust for our cheesecake. Put that all in there. Look, it's all come out nice and clean. Now, I'll just show you, in that 30 seconds or so that was mixing up, Zoe, see how the gelatin's gone nice and soft like that?
Great.
If you leave it in there for too long, it starts to fall apart. So a good couple of minutes in there is all you need. Now, with the back of a spoon, or you can use your fingers if you want, I'm just going to push down the base all the way around the outside there. The dates have made it really gluey and held it together.
It's a really lovely sweetener to add to food as well. And people, I often get emails about people liking date syrup and using dates as, instead of sugar. It's a great alternative.
There we go. Push it all the way around there with a spoon. There we go. It smells really good. There we go. It's great, isn't it? Yeah. Now, all I need to do is... I'd normally pop this into the fridge to let it set for half an hour or so, just to go hard. But I reckon that's going to be a cracker. We can get straight on with this one. Now, Zoe, I'm going to turn this little pot on over here. I've got 2 lemons there. I want you to cut them in half and juice them for me. Now, I'm going to grab this honey here. It's about 1/4 cup of honey. Goes straight into my pot here. This is the sweetener for my cheesecake base.
Who is this man? We've got dates, almonds, honey. I mean, it's quite harmless, really, for an Asian recipe. I like it. I like this.
I wouldn't say completely harmless, but I'll just drop a little bit of water in there. And what I'll do, the way we work this out is, with the gelatin, I put the gelatin into the pot here. What we want to do is melt it. We don't want to bring it quite to the boil, but we want to have enough heat so it melts nice and gently and incorporates into this liquid of the honey and the lemon juice, and then we'll put it into the rest of it.
These are juicy lemons, so can I put this in already? Because I think that's going to overflow.
I think you're bang on there. See, you know exactly what's going on, don't you? There we go. All I'll do is give that a little bit of a stir, and I'll just give that... Look at that. That gelatin's melted already, so just give that a bit of a stir there. You can see there's enough heat in there. Enough heat there just to melt it. And we'll just sit that off to the side.
You really do have asbestos hands, don't you? They're burn-proof.
Doesn't matter. Just stick your finger in there and taste it. You don't have to worry about it. Now, what I'll get you to do is put most of the coconut cream in there. I want 1 3/4 cups, and I know that that's just on 2 cups, so hold back a little bit. And that'll be 1 3/4 cups of coconut cream. There we go. Perfect. And I'll also add 2 cups of yoghurt. You could use natural yoghurt if you want, the Greek yoghurt, but I've got this lovely vanilla flavoured yoghurt here with sugar in it, so it's nice and sweet. Oh, isn't that delicious? Pop that over there. Now, here's the best bit. I'll get you to pop this pot here, and with my spatula, I'll just whisk this around here. I'll just fold this around here just to incorporate the coconut cream and the actual yoghurt.
Nice. It's really going to have a nice taste to this, isn't it? It's going to have that lovely sort of bitterness from the Greek yoghurt, the creaminess from the coconut.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
And obviously it's going to be sweet, because Adrian likes things sweet.
I do. So I'll just mix that around there like that, and that's just coming together. Look at that. Just incorporate. Now, if you want, I'm just going to get a little whisk in there to make sure I break up any of those little lumps that are there. Just make sure that... It's also a temperature device as well. I can tell that's not too hot. Just whisk that around there like that. Now, what I'll do is I'll grab the base here.
You are funny.
And I'll get you to put 1 punnet of blueberries straight into here. That's it.
Beautiful.
There we go. Pop it in there. Now, if you
A
want
little splash. Sorry.
There we go. Now, if you wanted to, you could cut them in half, or you could actually make the sauce and swirl it through. But I won't. I just want the whole blueberries in there. Now, what I'm going to do, Zoe, is pour this straight on top here like that. You can see they go all the way around there like that. And using my spatula, very important you use your spatula because it makes sure you get every single last bit out of here. But I do save some for later on for licking the bowl, which is very, very important. Now, Zoe, this is going to go into the fridge for about, overnight is probably better, but a good 4 to 6 hours to make sure it sets. Now, I've got my little pot over here and I'll turn this gas on. 1/4 cup of sugar goes in there. Open them up.
I knew there was not enough sugar in all of this. I knew it.
1/4 cup of water there, and in go the 2 punnets of blueberries. What I'll do is bring these to the boil, let them simmer for a couple of minutes. It'll soften the little blueberries up, and you'll get a rich, deep blue sort of sauce. I'll let that cool down. I'll let this set, then we'll bring them both together and have a beautiful blueberry cheesecake with blueberry sauce. Zoe, it's taken about 4 hours for this to set beautifully. And look at that. It's holding up nicely. And my blueberry sauce has cooled down. Now I'm just going to cut a piece for you. But there we go. Just cut it right through the middle there like that.
Ooh, wow.
You're thinking that's a whole piece for you, but no, I'm going to cut it down a little bit. Look at that. That's fantastic. Look at that.
I am running around a lot more now than I'm a mum, but I do not need a piece that big.
Oh, you do, Zoe. You can never have enough cheesecake. Just pick that baby up there, right on the end there.
Yeah,
lovely.
see those lovely cheesecakes,
Here
those
we
lovely
go.
blueberries, I should say.
Oh, that tastes fantastic. Now I'm just going to grab some of this blueberry sauce over the top there like that. Now, if you wanted to, you could actually put this blueberry sauce through the cheesecake, you know, and swirl it through if you want. Oh, we're not finished yet, Zoe. Wait for it. We've got to make it nice and pretty. There we go, a little mint leaf in there. Have a taste of that. Tell me what you
I'm
think.
definitely going to go for that blueberry at the front that's got my name on it.
That's good.
Wow. I mean, I didn't think this word would ever come out of my mouth explaining one of your desserts, but it's actually not that sweet.
It's not. I mean, it's got a nice bit of sweetness to it.
It's beautiful.
It's not overly sweet, so you can eat the whole thing without, you know, having too much of a sugar rush.
Adrian, that is amazing. It's really light. I love the yogurt in it. I'm blown away. I'm jealous.
I think you'd be taking the rest of this home with you.
Maybe I will have that slice, actually.
Well, what do you reckon? We just eat the rest of this and we'll talk about it later. There we go.